Libra, welcome to your weekly reading. My name is Brandon Tobias. It's an honor to have you here on this channel. This is a reading for the 19th through the 26th of December 2020. Exciting times. If you're new here, I do weekly and daily horoscope updates for your sign in love and in life. Because of this reason, we believe love is the greatest catalyst to helping you step into your greatest purpose and transform so you can be in a divine alignment with your life destiny. So welcome. If you want continued updates and to be part of the Soul family, be sure to hit that subscribe button. We'd love to have you. And if you do enjoy this video, be sure to do me a favor and hit that like button. It helps this channel and this particular video grow so we can guide more people. Libra, let's get right into your reading without further ado. Here's what you're going to get. I'm going to open up the channel and the ceremony so we can bring in my guides as well as your guides. And then we're going to channel some messages straight up without the tarot. Just channel some messages that you need to hear for this week ahead that Spirit wants you to know. And then I'm going to get into the channeled tarot reading. So if you're here for a love situation, a situationship, a relationship, or just want clarity in and around a certain person, that clarity is probably going to come through this tarot reading. Okay? Last thing I'll say, Libra, is if you resonate with this reading and you do want to go deeper within it, there will be an extended reading in the description box below. You can check out how your person feels about you, what they're thinking about, where they're at in a situation, and of course, what the universe has to say in an extended fashion. So check that out if you're interested. And without further ado, let's get right into your reading. Officially opening up this ceremony for the sign of Libra, collective Sun, Moon, Venus rising for December 19th to the 26th. Calling in my guides, angels, loved ones, masters, and wise ones for this ceremony, as well as those from the sign of Libra. Please come and help guide me and to channel whatever messages Libra needs to hear for their love and their life for their highest good and the highest healing of all involved. Thank you so much, Spirit. The ceremony is now officially open. Let's go ahead and open up the channel and see if we get any messages coming through before the tarot reading. Wow. Welcome to love. This, Libras, my friends, is what true love feels like. The feeling that you've been embracing slowly but surely, that has been encompassing you, is the feeling of pure, true, unconditional love. How does it feel? It is nice to have you here in the midst and experiencing this unconditional love in a way that you probably have never before. We know it may be surprising, we know it may be new, and we know it may be a surprise for some of you. However, this is the truth of what's been hiding the entire time. We hope you enjoy, and we ask you to open and to embrace it fully, because this is the true essence of life that you are experiencing. It is finally here. Enjoy and be free. Whoa. There's the channel messages. Wow, Libra. Holy cow. That is equally as powerful. I felt something coming through, Libras. Something big's coming through for you guys this week in love, or it could be just in life. But I felt this feeling of like not even being able to believe how good it is. You know what I mean? Like that good of love, like this love in your hearts, you know. I felt it in my heart, but I felt it was in your heart, of like unconditional, pure, ecstatic, exciting love, you know, and gratitude. So they said embrace and enjoy. So let's see what this is all about. Spirit, can we get some clarity and some channel guidance for the sign of Libra, Sun, Moon, Venus rising? Whoa, Knight of Wands. Someone come rushing in to communicate this love, communicate this passion, communicate this unconditional love maybe that you're feeling, Libra. Maybe someone's coming in because they want to complete this cycle, karmic cycle with you. And this karmic cycle has led to unconditional love, happiness, celebration, and completion in a home. Four of Wands. The Hanged Man. It's probably been a tough cycle. It's probably been one where you felt a little bit stagnant, hanging around, wishing, waiting, spending time with Source, trying to figure it all out, not really sure where to go, what to do. Okay? And wanting this communication. This is also a person in your life who is wanting to rush in and to communicate with you with all of the passion and desire in their heart and their loins and their brain. The Five of Cups here with the Nine of Swords. Yeah. So the fact that this hasn't happened or the reason why this hasn't happened, is because this person's been hanging around with a bunch of worry, a bunch of sadness, a bunch of regret and baggage from the past here, I'm feeling. This could be your energy as well that's been going through these trials here, being a little bit worried, having gone through quite a little bit of a history with this person. There might be a backstory here that is quite intense, I would say. Okay, but that's all, interestingly, coming full circle here and coming into completion. And the completion here is around feeling that stagnation, feeling that pain from the past, and moving forward from within it. Prince of Discs, the Ace of Wands, the Hermit card, the Seven of Cups, and the Seven of Swords. So, this cycle here, this present week here, okay, you might have been spending a lot of time in isolation. This person might have been spending some time in some isolation. I feel this person needed some time out on and with themselves before they had the desire to come rushing in and do all these things. They needed to spend some time with themselves. You might still feel the need to do that yourself. Maybe that's why this has been on delay a little bit. Okay? There's also been a lot of confusion that they've needed to work through in their love life. Also could be with yours, but I'm feeling more so with them. There's been a lot of confusion that they've had to work through because of the feelings of regret and disappointment that happened between you two that they needed to get clear on. And there's also something that they've kept from you here, the Seven of Swords, that they've then become so burdened and worried about. All right? But the Ace of Wands here in the Hanged Man and the Prince of Discs tells me that although it's been a slow and steady progression here, the Prince of Pentacles, although it's been a slow and steady progression, it is something that has a lot of juice, a lot of energy behind, a lot of passion behind, and a lot of momentum that's going to be coming in here soon, that they've been slowly but surely cultivating, slowly but surely awakening into, okay, before they move forward. Prince of Discs tells me they needed to get things right. They needed to get things in order, and they needed to progress at their own pace. That's very important for them. They needed to progress at their own pace, I'm hearing specifically, so that they could truly come in with the energy of victory, the energy of celebration, the energy of true love. They needed to come at their own pace before they could move forward with you. And they needed to step up, quite frankly. Could be dealing with an Aries energy, someone who was a little bit stubborn, but someone who needed to step up into their power. Because here they progress from the Knight of Wands, the Prince of Swords, into the Emperor, which is a good progression. It's not only just the need or desire to rush in and communicate, it's the need and desire with the foundation of strength and action. And solid action here, committed action, potentially. Okay? And the Two of Swords here is that you or they have had to wrestle with this confusion to find peace within yourselves, okay, in order to move forward. You've also had to, or they've had to, actually I feel with this card, choose what's best for them. They have needed to work through the lesson of choosing through all of the other things in life that could have been presented to them, to realize that you were the one they wanted to be with, that you were the one that they wanted to come together with and to have a life with. Overall outcome here is the Eight of Wands. So here is the change that you've been looking for. Here is the love and the change that you've been looking for. We have Temperance here coming out, and we have the Princess of Discs again. So the message here is to keep doing what you're doing with the Princess of Discs. Keep cultivating, keep healing, keep doing your thing, Libras. Have a little bit more patience, because this person is changing and coming into a mode of being where they're going to be in action as opposed to passiveness. They might have been passive in the past with the Hanged Man here, and they're changing into a mode of action here with the Knight of Wands and the Prince of Swords. Okay? Now there has been interference, Eight of Swords here, on one or both of your parts. I feel both of your parts from the divine. Okay? One or both of you had to walk away. I feel there was intervention here, divine intervention, okay, from this love, so that things could be worked out and there could be lessons learned on both sides. Okay? I do feel that. But the lesson for them here was realizing that there was really only one person the entire time. Really only one person that they wanted to be with and communicate with, that they wanted to be truly victorious with, that they needed to step up into their power in order to claim. They wouldn't have been able to claim you truly without stepping through these lessons here that have had to happen, these hard, hard lessons. Okay, someone getting their cup spilled, the Five of Cups, going through a tough time. When they left you, they went through a tough time. They went through, look at this, severe disappointment, sadness, burden, worry, anxiety, Nine of Cups or Nine of Swords. Oh my gosh, getting stabbed all over the place in their life, realizing that they weren't telling themselves the truth or you the truth, and having to choose what's best for them. Really, really fight and choose what's best for them. Working through the confusion that existed in their love life and getting to the root of the situation, finding peace within themselves and within their own heart, and making a stand for what really mattered. So you've had, I feel, a lot of patience here for this person, right? And maybe that's part of what you needed to go through too, is to have some patience for this person, because it is changing. Okay, let me do 3 final outcome cards on top of this. 3 final outcome cards for the sign of Libra. What does Libra need to know in and around the situation and love? 4 of Swords, Queen of Discs, and the Princess of Cups, and the Empress. Okay. So, what's going to happen here, 4 of Swords, I feel that you might have to spend some time really figuring out if this person is giving a genuine offer. Like, you might be hesitant to accept this offer, to accept this change, to open yourself up to it. That might be why we heard open yourself up to this love, Libra, because it's real, it's here, right? Temperance here, of course, and the final outcome is the merging and blending of energies of fire and water, of yin and yang, of masculine and feminine energy. Empress here in the bottom of the deck with Strength card here. So yeah, you've been drawing them in. Empress card with the Emperor here, divine match. All right, but it's on the bottom of the deck. It's on the bottom of the deck. So, you know, you also might be tempted to, give an offer here with the Princess of Cups, but it's not a, see, the Princess of Cups in this deck for me is just not a strong, genuine offer. It's not coming from a loving place, right? It's coming from a place of almost desperation. Okay, so you're wondering, I believe you're wondering, is this change genuine? Is this gift? Is this what they're giving me? Is this real? So can I trust this? And as a result, you might have to spend some time here really diving into your own heart and soul, doing some contemplation and seeing if this is something that's acceptable for you. I feel it can be, because the Emperor card shows up, and that's a strong card. And that comes after the Hermit, the Knight of Wands, and the Prince of Swords. And it comes from a genuine place of the Four of Wands, too. So I do feel you want this, I do, but I am sensing a lot of resistance to it for some reason. I'm sensing a lot of resistance to it. You know, there's almost a sense of hopelessness that's come into your heart potentially here, Libra. Hopelessness, or a little bit of doubt or disregard. Okay. You've had to have a lot of and with the Empress here, with the Nine of Wands, okay, tells me that again, there might still be stuff on your end underneath the surface to get to the root of, or to clear up, or to solve, or to get clear about before this can really come into fruition here. I feel it might be a little bit more on delay here. This offer of love, something you've been manifesting low-key under the deck here. Okay. Let's see what else we got here. Anything else that Libra needs to know for highest good and around this situation with this 19th to the 26th? Thank you, Spirit. Two of Pentacles. Maybe it's the fear of change. Maybe it's the resistance towards change. Maybe you finally got settled in your new life. You've been enjoying it. You've been having a good time. You've been cultivating. You've been doing you. And then all of a sudden there's this change that's coming in. Or you're feeling like, oh, I have to choose now. Okay. Been doing your work. Been focusing on work. Okay. Preoccupying yourself with work. Progressing forward in work. Doing an amazing job there. And yet, boom, here comes this new love offer coming in out of nowhere. And it's like, whoa, I'm not really sure where this came from or why it's here now. But what the heck do I do with it? And Spirit's saying, you might have to struggle a little bit to find a way to move past the past in order to move into this. So I feel the solution here for you, Libras, if you're wondering, is to get to the root of why you have resistance in and around this person, this situation when they come in here, because they do want to come in. But you might have some struggles around the past or needing to get clear on the past or to talk about the past. There's still obviously the Seven of Swords here that showed up. So, something here that, maybe there was something not told fully, or there was just something you need to get clear about. But I would get to the root of that situation and find out whatever the heck it is you need to find out in order to get clarity, because, there's definitely love here, but there's a lot of resistance to this love that I'm sensing here. So I think the reason why the reading went like this with the channel message in the beginning is because the love I was feeling, it was within you, but it was from something that came in. It was from something that shifted. And it was almost like you couldn't even believe how good it was. That's what the energy I was getting, and it was really like open and receive, this love, because it's here. So very interesting. And yeah, what I would say is see if there's anything in your heart here in and around a situation that you're in or with a person who, if they are or if they were to shift or to change suddenly and to give you exactly what you desired, what would be your resistance towards that? And what work would you be needing to do in order to receive that? Because what is here is true, genuine love. It was from a feeling that I felt. But what is stopping that now? That's a question for you to ask. Okay. Now, I'm super curious. That's what I have for you on the YouTube reading. I'm very curious, of course, to leave you a little bit of a cliffhanger, because I want to see how your person's really feeling about you, right? Where they're at, additional clarity, what they think of you, where they're at in the situation, okay? And what the universe has to say for additional clarity on the situation. So if you resonated with this situation, you want to go deeper, definitely check out that extended reading in the description box below. And I appreciate you guys supporting as always. Be sure to hit that like button if you haven't already, if you enjoyed the video. And if you want continued daily and weekly updates for your sign and to join the Soul family, be sure to hit that subscribe button. We'd love to have you. Thanks so much, Libras. I'll see you in the extended. Bye for now.